16. Careful. Okay. Cool, isn't it?
So en route to Cornwall, we've decided to stop off at a place called Lidford Gorge. It's like a National Trust area, so it gets maintained and everything, and had really nice waterfall, which we were just saying reminded us of some sort of water slide at a water park or something. That would just be like the coolest water slide, wouldn't it? If that was actually a thing. We had a bit of rain last night though, so everything's quite wet and green and jungly, and it's got that smell of just like fresh rain. It's really nice. But Joss and I are doing the aqua park thing this afternoon, which is it's like an inflatable obstacle course thing on a lake. I don't think I'm going to be able to film much of that though, because I don't have a GoPro, and I don't think you're allowed cameras on there anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to get much footage of that. But once we've done the aqua park, we're going to drive all the way down to Cornwall. We're going to Port Isaac, whatever it's called. We're not actually in Port Isaac, we're staying on a campsite just outside of it, and we're going to be there for 3 or 4 days, I can't remember exactly. And we've got a slip and slide thing that we're going to do. I'm sure we'll go into Port Isaac and whatever's around there. Apparently it's a really nice place to visit, so it should be good fun. Careful, Joss. The sea really looks quite inviting. Wouldn't mind a quick dip, to be honest with you. Joss and I are doing the giant slip and slide thing this afternoon though, so there's no point going in the sea now. But we're officially in Cornwall. We just popped into Port Isaac this morning, which I think historically is just a typical Cornish fishing village, but it's become quite famous because of a TV show called Doc Martin, which I've never watched, but I think it's quite the tourist attraction for that reason. But we've actually come along the coastal path to the next bit along. I don't know what this place is called, but it's kind of like the next one round. Oh, that's going to come and get me. And there's a few people here that are going out on paddle boards and kayaks, and I'm a bit jealous, to be honest with you, because I'd quite like to go out on a paddleboard or a kayak or something. But no one else wants to do it with me, so if anybody watching this wants to come down to Cornwall and jump in the kayak with me, then let me know in the comment section. And then maybe we can make that happen. Obviously not at the moment though. So we've just arrived at the giant slip and slide. Digby's trying to eat some croissants, which is very naughty. There's loads of kids over there, so I'm not going to film the actual thing, but it's basically just a really long slip and slide. I think it's about 300 feet long, and you go up there with rubber rings, or you can get like bodyboards as well, which you can go down, which we think are faster than the rubber rings, so I think we're going to go for the bodyboards. Yeah, it looks really good fun, just basically a 300 foot long water slide. Does Digby want to go down the water slide? Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, we take you on the water slide. Yes, slip and slide, water slide. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. Comfy. So we've decided to come back to Port Gaverne, or Port Gaverne, whatever it's called, because Becky said that she would come paddleboarding with me. We had to get here really early this morning though, because there's only 5 parking spaces in the kind of mini car park they have here, and we really wanted to park down right on the front because Joss is going to stay in the van with Digby, and we didn't want to park the van miles away or at that car park we parked at yesterday, which was right round the corner of the cliffs. So we got here at about 8:15 this morning, and there are only 2 spaces left, so we got really lucky. But we're just waiting now for the weather to warm up a bit and the sea to calm down a bit, because it was a bit windy this morning and the sea looked a bit choppy, but I think that it's starting to calm down a little bit. There's a small shop just over in that building over there, and they hire out paddle boards and kayaks, and I think you can pay to do some tours like coast steering, or I don't know what else they do, probably kayak tours and stuff. So I think we're going to head over there and see if they've got a paddle board we can hire.
I just want to go.
Yeah, no, so do I. Should we have an early lunch? Walk the dog and then go. Look how far out the tide's gone. I don't know if you can see that, but when we got here this morning it was high tide, so it was like right up the top, and now it's just gone absolutely miles out there. Because the tide's out so far though, and the seas are quite choppy, we weren't allowed to hire any paddle boards because they wouldn't let us. So Becky and I decided to just go for a quick swim anyway as we're here. So we just spent sort of half an hour in the sea. It wasn't too cold, started to get a bit chilly, but yeah. I always get scared of putting my feet down in the sea because I'm just like, something's going to pinch my toes. But nothing did today. We did think about possibly taking Diggy down into the sea, but he doesn't really like the waves and it is a bit choppy down there, so I don't think he'd like it. So we decided not to. Maybe we'll at Woolacombe though, because it's dog friendly there, so there might be lots of doggies. Oh right! So we spent the last 3 nights all grouping together on the top bunk, watching movies and Stranger Things, and what was the other thing? Is it cake? Is it cake? We're like well into Is It Cake, which is kind of like some kind of reality cake show thing. It's quite good actually. Tomorrow's going to be our final day in Cornwall. Well, we've got tomorrow night, but tomorrow day is our last full day. So I think we're going to go to a place called Tintagel, something like that. There's a castle there and some nice walks and stuff. I don't think it's too far, maybe like 15-20 minutes. And then after that, Joss and I are doing another aquapark thing, because the aquapark that we did the other day was like really good fun. I had a really good time. So we decided we're going to do it again, but at a different aquapark this time, and we're going to do that en route to Woolacombe, which is our next destination.
On the 4th?
On the 4th, which is in 2 days. Yeah, so not tomorrow, the following day. But like the last time, they don't let you take cameras on or anything, and I wouldn't want to take my camera on a lake anyway, because that's just going to end in disaster. Yeah, after Woolacombe I think we're going to be heading home, I think, so in a week's time we should be back, I think. Why do holidays go so fast? Let me know in the comment section. It's so weird. Right, should we get snuggled in and watch some telly? Watch some iPad? Watch a bit of iPad. Are you ready? Digby's stolen my spot, look at him.
What's that noise?
Joss making creepy noises. Joss is wearing odd socks as well, which really annoys me.
I couldn't find any socks.
Odd socks. Right.
And you just keep going that way, and there's the bridge. And into the island.
I thought that was
There's Merlin's cave, look.
I want to
Should we walk down the steps to Merlin's cave?
Yeah, I want to go in Merlin's
There's
cave.
the waterfall.
I want to go in Merlin's cave.
Let's go.
Hey, do you want to go to Merlin's cave with me?
Where can we go?
Merlin.
So Tintagel Castle, or Tintagel Castle, is just on that rock behind me over there.
There's the bridge.
And there's a bridge that you can cross to get to the castle, just around the corner here. But unfortunately, you have to pay like £20 a person to cross the bridge and see the castle, which is just a ridiculous amount of money. So there's no way we're going to do that. I can't believe anybody actually is willing to pay that much money to do that. I think it's ridiculous. So just up the coastal path, we've got Glebe Cliff, which is where we're walking to now. This is free. This is National Trust. This doesn't cost any money. So we're saving ourselves £60 by doing this. But there's a slightly better view. You can see the bridge just spanning the two rocks over there. And then I think the castle's on there. I'm not really too sure how much of the castle remains, but yeah, maybe it's around the other side of the rock, but we won't be going on there. Not for that kind of money anyway. I wish I had a longer lens so I could zoom in a bit more. The waves look so cool, don't they? Just crashing against the rocks. Tin, tin, tin.
I'm going down there.
You wanna go down that way? Cool. Whoa.
Which one's Merlin's cave? I'm confused.
Are you sure? Just look at the colour of that water.
You can explore it.
I think this is the Celtic Sea out there, which is kind of like the sea between England and Ireland, I think. But just look at the colour, it's such a nice kind of turquoisey colour. It looks so inviting, doesn't it? I just want to swim in it.
It would be cool if it was see-through.
That'd be really cool to paddleboard around there, wouldn't it? Just go and see the rocks and the caves.
Did you go see Merlin's cave?
Yeah, I think that's Merlin's cave over there.
Or it's that one there.
Whatever Merlin's cave is.
I think it might be that one.
You think it's that next
Yeah.
one? No, you might be right. One of the things I love about Cornwall is just the water. It's just like so inviting. When you compare it to the English Channel, which is like brown water, it's just like, I don't swim in the Channel, but I'll happily swim in that. Oh my god, your tongue is so red. What colour's mine?
I had a cherry one. It was normal.
It's gone normal now. We stopped off at a sweet shop before we left Tintagel, and Joss bought a big bag of Jolly Ranchers, or Jolly Ranchers as he calls them, which are like American.
I get confused.
I don't know whether they're ranchers or ranchers.
I mean, they're ranchers.
Are they ranchers? I don't think it really matters. They're essentially just kind of boiled sweets with like different flavours. They're actually quite nice.
They're hard sweets.
Yeah, like hard boiled sweets. Unfortunately though, we didn't get a chance to see the waterfall or Merlin's cave at the castle because the tide was in, so we couldn't get down onto the beach.
I really wanted to see Merlin's cave.
Yeah, it would have been quite cool, wouldn't it? But we would have had to have waited there for like 2 hours for the tide to go out. I'm not really too sure when we're going to come back to Cornwall again. I do really like it down here, but we've been twice in 2 years now, and there's a lot more of the UK to explore. Maybe next summer we'll go to South Wales, because that's supposed to be really nice and have some really nice beaches around there. Yeah, I don't know. We kind of maybe plan something for next summer, but I think for Cornwall, this might be the last time we come down here for quite a while. I don't know, but we'll kind of see how we get on, I guess. I'm going to wrap this video up here. We're heading off to water park tomorrow, so it's going to be a bit of a transition day, as I was saying earlier. I do really hope you enjoyed this video though, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in Woolacombe in 2 days.
Look at them.